It was an entertaining week 18 to end the regular season of the NFL. And man, we are moving towards the playoffs. It was fun. It felt like playoff football, whether it was Texans, Colts, Steelers, Ravens, Jaguars, Titans, Packers, Bears, Bucks, Panthers, Falcons, Saints. I mean, all of it, man. All the way down to Buffalo Bills versus Miami Dolphins, man. It was a fun week of football. It really got the playoff atmosphere. The playoff juices really got them going. And that's exciting. It is the best time of the year, ladies and gentlemen. Playoff football is right around the corner, and we get to talk about it. But first, we need to put a nice little bow on the 2023-2024 NFL season, kind of get it wrapped up. And so that's what we're going to be doing here this week. And so right now, I just want to do a little recap of all the exciting action that happened in Week 18, starting with the Pittsburgh Steelers beating the Baltimore Ravens and found their way in the playoffs. I mean, it was incredible. I mean, the Ravens didn't have much to play for, so they sat Lamar Jackson, they sat Zay Flowers, they sat a lot of guys, right? OBJ wasn't out there, but Steelers found a way, got it done. 17-10, right? They win. Now they still need some help. They either need Buffalo or the Jags to lose, right? They needed some help. And sure enough, the Jacksonville Jaguars, to the dismay of all Jaguars fans, but to the excitement of not only Steelers, but also Texans fans, the Jaguars did. They lost. The Titans came out. Mike Vrabel had his boys ready. Derrick Henry had his goodbye. And man, they whooped them. It felt more like a whooping than the total score. The ending score was 28-20, but man, and they had a chance there at the end as well. But it felt like from the get-go, man, the Titans are here to play football. They are not going to give the Jaguars this one. And they meant business all game long. And it was fun. It was a fun game to watch as well. But it hurts for Jaguars fans. The Texans got the job done against the Colts on Saturday night, which they clinched a playoff berth right then and there. But with the Jaguars' loss, it turns into a division title as well for the Texans. So that's something big for them. They move into the playoffs as the 4 seed now and are now going to play a host instead. But, you know, now they have to go up against some stiff-toed competition with Joe Flacco and the Browns, who lost to the Bengals quite handily, but they were resting most of their guys. CJ Stroud, Nico Collins, they went out on Saturday and they balled out, man. Nico Collins with 195 yards and 1 touchdown, only 1. But CJ Stroud elapsed the 4,000-yard mark on the season, being only the 5th rookie quarterback to do so, with the names of, I don't know, Joe Montana. Come on now. CJ Stroud is that man, dude. Like, that is sick. Good for him, man. I'm excited to see these Texans. Let me know in the comments down below, do you think that they can sneak out a W against the Browns? I wouldn't be surprised. I think I'm leaning Browns, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans could do it. The Buccaneers and Panthers. The Panthers looked like they might just do it. The Saints and the Falcons were playing at the exact same time as the Bucks-Panthers game. And the Saints and Falcons both really needed the Buccaneers to lose. And the winner of that game would have won the NFC South, got an automatic 4 seed into the playoffs. And it looked good. Panthers went. They looked like they scored a touchdown to start the game, take a 7-0 lead. But no, DJ Chark fumbled out the back of the end zone, or out of bounds. It wasn't quite out of the back, but fumbled. And it turns it into a touchback going the other way instead. And they never really got back into the end zone. Actually, neither team got in the end zone. Baker Mayfield led the Buccaneers to 3 field goals, which was enough for the win to clinch that horrible division. And since we had a drama and it was close the whole game in Tampa, you know what? It was a fun game with the Falcons Saints, even with all the dramatics following, with the last-second score that pissed off Arthur Smith. But honestly, I'm just glad that Arthur Smith got canned. We can see more Bijan, we can see more Kyle Pitts, we can see more Drake London in the future. You know how I feel about the Falcons if you've been watching me for a while. Check out my last videos. I've not been a fan of Arthur Smith. So, I'm glad to see him gone. But, staying on topic here, it was a fun game for the most part until the second half. It was a fun first half, let me say that. It was a fun first half. And then the second half kind of got out of hand. But the Bucks do it. They're going to move on. Now they're going to play host to the Eagles. So the Eagles have been slipping as of late, so there definitely is a chance, especially with A.J. Brown probably going to be out that game. But we'll see. We'll see. I still don't like the Bucs' chances. Cowboys beat the Commanders to win the NFC East. And though they beat the Commanders, it wasn't, I mean, they put on a show. They did their thing in the second half especially. Really, Dallas has been a second half football team over the past few weeks, which wasn't the case in the first few weeks. So, good to see them flipping around. They need to put a complete game together, but they're going to go into the NFC playoffs with that 2 seed, making them the host of the Green Bay Packers. Though they're usually hosted in Green Bay because, Aaron Rodgers has been there for so many years, and there is no Aaron Rodgers this time. Maybe there is no fourth quarter heroics. Maybe there is no comebacks. Maybe there is no, catch controversy. I don't know. But it's always a good show when these two teams play each other, and I'm excited for it again. The Packers went out in Week 18. They had a win, and they're in situation, and Jordan Love and the youngest team in NFL playoffs now got them there. The youngest team to ever make the playoffs is this year's Green Bay Packers, thanks to Jordan Love and that young wide receiver core that balled out. Their defense really stepped up this week, forcing Justin Field into a lot of third down sacks, which was huge. And man, oh man, they got a chance at the Cowboys. Now, I'm going to lean towards the Cowboys, but never count the Packers out. Never count them out, especially against Dallas. It's going to be a fun one, man. But it was fun to watch Jordan Love maintain ownership of the Chicago Bears in favor of Aaron Rodgers. But man, it was just a fun game. I mean, it was close. It was close. It was a 1-point game at half because the Packers blew it there. The clock management at the end of the half. Man, if these games were so intense in Week 18, imagine what playoff football is going to be like. And maybe not in the wild card, but in the next few rounds, it's going to be fun, man. I'm really excited. This is going to be the best kind of football you can get. To wrap it all up, the Bills on Sunday Night Football, man. Whoo. Gosh darn, baby. The Bills, Dolphins. Though I thought this game was going to have more at stake at the time of kickoff, but with the Jaguars losing, the Bills already had a clinch spot in the playoffs. So really, this was for the AFC East title, making the winner the 2 seed. And it was a good one. It was a good one. The Dolphins come out with their high-powered offense. They take 2 quick jabs, 2 long touchdowns with a 25-yard run from Devon Achane, and a long bomb to Tyreek Hill. It was fun. It got off fireworks early. But the Bills battled back like they did all season. They started the season with oh man, you gotta go watch my Bills video if you haven't. They had the toughest schedule. They had to fire their offensive coordinator. They had all this different kind of obstacles, adversity to overcome, and they did it. They did it by capping it off with a comeback victory to beat the Dolphins, get that go-ahead touchdown, game-sealing interception. I mean, Taylor Rapp, what a ball hawk. And man, they did it. They did it. So now they get to play host. So now the Bills get to play host to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hey, those two teams aren't too far away from each other. It's going to be a lot of fun. Playoff football is here, so we got to end it here, man. What did you like from Week 18? I just love the energy. I love the environment. Even though some teams were resting, the games that were going on, they were going hard. They went hard, man. A lot to like. There's going to be a lot of movement around the NFL as of the next few weeks. Whether you're a team that's out of the playoffs or a team in the playoffs, there's a lot to talk about. I mean, Dalvin Cook just signed with the Ravens, okay? Ron Rivera and the Commanders just got wiped out. Their coaching staff gone. And the new owner is bringing in some NBA GMs to come take over and say, hey, fix us. All right, so that's interesting right there. Bill Belichick, is he going to be safe? Like we said before, Arthur Smith, he's out of Atlanta. We already know Brandon Staley got fired. We already know that Josh Daniels in Las Vegas got fired. So we got a lot to talk about over the upcoming weeks. I'm here for it. We got football, playoff football. We have off-season talk starting for some teams. We got the number 1 pick going to Chicago, okay, for the 2nd year in a row. We got to talk about that. But, man, I'm just pumped. A lot of good stuff. So please subscribe. We're going to be talking a lot of football around here. So subscribe, fellas. Peace out.